Okay. Hi.
Hello.
It's been a long time. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're going to do a new... Alright, so we're going to bring up a new topic that we decided that we did not take from another channel that died out. It's called Banlist Banters. We take one, but we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to take one card and we're going to rant about it. We're going to do a card each month or week, depending on when we can meet up.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do one specific card, and and one person will bring up why it should be a great idea to come back on the list, and or that person will either agree or we'll get into a big argument. A lot of obviously hilarity ensues. Okay, so today I got to pick the first card, and I can't wait to break our channel. Maxx C. I believe it should come back to 3.
And I, as the smart person here, thinks that Maxx C should stay banned because there's actually a good reason why it's banned.
But there's a good reason why it should come back. Okay, so it's, in my opinion, ever since Master Rule 3 of Pendulum format, it is
Not the best time.
it is the fairest hand trap played, because every deck had an opportunity to get what they wanted and get what they needed when they used it without fear of overextending. And if you played light sworns or stuff that milled, you had the potential to mill yourself out. So you had to think smart when you used it. He's drinking the water because he's getting ready to yell at me. I believe Maxx C should come back because we do not have mill decks anymore in Yu-Gi-Oh! This has never happened. This hasn't happened for a very long time. I believe it is time. Cards like Pendulum Magicians will get the boost they need without having to rely on getting Electromite, Astrograph, etc. back. And also, small decks like Black Wings, even though I hate Black Wings, I think they are one of the dumbest decks created, deserve some love too. So now that the smart person has made this very profound and nice argument, here we go.
You done with your argument?
Yes.
Alright.
You're getting ready. Oh.
First off, with Maxx C. Wow, I did not even give anything and you're already losing it.
I was expecting you to sum. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
First of all, either way when you play Maxx C, the opponent is fucked.
Yes.
Like, there's actually like with Maxx C, like you're like if you actually decide to special summon like many times, then you're fucked because that way your opponent actually has a lot of consistency.
Yes.
And then like there's another way if you just don't want to like summon at all, and then you're fucked. Or nowadays we actually have Nibiru, right? What if you actually draw Nibiru? There's that too. So either way, you are completely fucked up. Maxx C just draws a lot, and you know a lot of cards that are banned because they actually draw. Like Bot agreed, it draws 2 cards. And here's the thing. Here's another thing that doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah.
In the OCG,
Yeah.
on the OCG, you know Seryuja. Seryuja was limited because it draws 4 cards.
It did like 80 things though, so the drawing was the easy bit.
That doesn't matter though. It still draws. Like you play multiple like you literally play like 3 Seryujas.
I think you only play one Saruya in your Dragon Link deck just to prove a point now.
No, not at all. I play one Seryuja because I actually don't need multiples.
Fair.
But anyways, Seryuja, like playing multiple, like playing 3 of them in one turn means that you literally draw 12 cards. Yes, you put 3 back, but that doesn't matter because you get to pick the card that you want. So literally, so technically you draw 4 cards. You keep 4 cards.
It's amazing how you go from wow.
Or no, not 4 cards. 3 cards.
3.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 3 cards because you're actually playing 3 Seryujas.
Yeah.
So how is it that?
Technically, you're drawing 9.
Oh, 4. No, it's 12 because you draw 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You put 3 back. Technically, you make it 16 if you're playing Hot Avarice.
See, guys, he doesn't know math, so he.
See, guys, he flunked out of college. Why does he need?
That explains why he actually thinks Maxx C is 3. But anyways, how is it that they limit Seryuja in the OCG, but they actually still keep Maxx C at 3?
To be fair, they have Droll and Lockbird at 3 too, so that'll stop Maxx C dead in its tracks. You play Maxx C, that'd be such an that would be a dick move. You play Maxx C expecting to draw like 10 cards, and they drop Droll and Lockbird, and you draw the first card.
Okay, but what if you don't have? What if you don't have it? What if you don't have it?
Then the opponent keeps special summoning. They draw Nibiru. They draw the 3 of Nibiru. Oh boy, you get 1 free special summon. Guess what? You get an extra card. I don't see a problem with this because you play Salamangrates too.
Yes.
You know their problem already. It's that their best searcher is out 1, right? So
well, yeah, you have Circle, but you also have like.
I'm not just talking about Circle.
No, but you actually got more searchers. Like you got Lady Debug, even though I don't really see a lot of people like play Lady Debug.
Yeah, that's what Salamander players out there. Why don't we run Lady Debug anymore? I don't get it. She's literally back, and she was our best searcher at one point. Anyway, go.
Anyways, you got Lady Debug,
Yeah.
and you got Silent Mining. Like, why do you think Silent Mining was $45 each at the time?
Exactly. And then you won't need to waste all that money because then that person can have 1 of Silent Mining, 1 of Lady Debug, 1 of the most expensive cards in their deck, and then the other 3 can just go to Maxx C because Maxx C has been reprinted in like what 80 decks for Astral 3. Because all I know is Maxx C when I looked at Amazon was like 80 cents a piece.
Yeah, but thing is, like back then, is not really like a lot like special summoning. Like now, you got like a lot of special summoning.
Are you kidding me? Pendulum summoning? Then again, you played Pepe format. You played Pepe format. It didn't matter what you played, you lost. At that point, I admitted pendulums need to get hit.
But either way, you have to admit, like on like the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there's gonna be a lot more mechanics and special summoning. So like with Maxx C,
Yes.
it's not,
So what's wrong with that? Give these other decks a chance to fight. So imagine I play Infernoble Knights.
Mhm.
Imagine we go back to that format where Infernoble Knights are tier 0.-1. It's not a number, but we'll pretend it's a number, right? So imagine we go back to that format where you draw, where either you're playing the deck that negs you 5 cards from the hand in 1 turn, and you're stuck basically with 4 negates versus 1 card in hand, or Dragon Link at full power. Maxx C stops that. And we know Konami. We've known Konami for years now, depending on how long you've been playing. I've known Konami since I was 6. Tim's known Konami for a good couple of years now. Couple of years. But you get the gist that they like money. And they love to make the most unfair formats. For whatever reason, they're the end of the years where there's just this unfair format. Maxx C fixes that, so that way not many players can complain about this.
But here's another thing. Why not just get rid of the problem itself instead of bringing back a problem?
It's not a problem. And plus, I'm gonna reach out to the boys back home. I'm gonna reach out to the family back home. Pendulum players, No one realizes this. If Maxx C can come back, if Maxx C comes back to 3, all the pendulum cards that have been banned can finally come back. That's not true. That is very not true. We cannot have Monkey Board come back. We can't have Monkey Board come back at full power. We can't have, I don't even know what Kieran does. We can't have Kieran come back at full power. We can have Asheraf come back, and we can have Electromite come back.
Electromite should not come back.
Electromite should very much come back. Actually, no. I could care less if Electromite comes back. I want Asheraf back because the Pendulum Magicians are like a family. We all need them together. But I reached out to my fellow Pendulum players out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Maxx Z needs to come back so that way we can stop getting this card should come back. This card should come back. Imagine how friendly the ban list could be if Maxx C comes back. Because a lot of cards that are banned because we don't have a card like Maxx C anymore.
Yeah, why else do you not think? Because it's so broken.
But if Maxx C comes back, we can clear a lot of things off the ban list. Testing the limit to 1.
And it was at 1 at one point. It was.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Before it got banned.
Yeah, it was at 1 for a while. And it was doing fine.
And why do you think it got banned?
To push Ash Blossom?
Huh?
To push Ash Blossom? Even though I don't get why
he got banned in February 2018, I believe. Ash has been around for like longer than that.
Yeah, Ash has been around since Maximum Crisis.
Yeah.
Because that was when it first premiered, because I remember, because I was like, I don't get why people are playing this card. We just play 3 of Maxx C. And then Maxx C got banned. And then after that, what else got hit? Level Eater got hit. I was pissed.
Honestly, I think Level Eater did deserve it. I remember going up against Level Eater. I was like, okay, that card is annoying.
Yeah, because I used to use it. That card was so fun. I feel so bad for Blue Eyes players, because now Level Eater's gone. So the consistent win button is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you, Blue Eyes players. But no, Maxx C can come back. Because if we can have all these cards coming back, Mirage Salio, even though it's at 1, we can have Skull Crobat coming back.
Can I just say another thing?
Sure.
Engage is back. So why do you think people are actually scared of shit? Especially since, what was it?
And if you bring Maxx C back, Engage isn't a problem.
No, what's the name? Kagari. Like, Kagari's at 3. Why do you... Engage is basically the pot of greed for Sky Strikers. Why do you think it was banned in the first place? Why do you think people are actually scared to shit now? Like, Sky Strikers are, like, basically competitive again.
I know the reason why. I was a forefront. You remember me. I was a forefront for Sky Strikers to not be meta.
Mm-hmm.
I was leading that crusade for a very long time. I don't like Sky Strikers. I think they're the dumbest deck on the planet. Anyone can play that. It's called Invoke. The original Sky Striker. But anyway. Engage is back. The card that shook the earth is back, right? If Maxx C comes back, doesn't matter on Engage. It doesn't matter. If Maxx C comes back, they can literally take the errata. No, they can't. They can't take the errata off Firewall because if Engage comes, if Maxx C comes back,
nobody wants the errata Firewall back.
I do.
See, this is another thing. He's a villain, okay?
Yes.
Like, he wants some of these cards back. Like what you just heard, pre-errata Firewall. He's giving you PTSD right now for all the things that Firewall did back in the days.
I just miss old Gokis, man. Nightmare Gokis was the funnest deck to play.
Yeah, but nobody enjoyed going up against it.
I did.
Why do you think people has been complaining like, hey, ban Firewall Dragon, ban Firewall Dragon, like throughout the several months?
were so angry because Firewall got. I was angry because Firewall. I wasn't that angry. I was like, oh, thank God, the most toxic card in the game is gone. And then I thought Red Eyes could become more broken.
And Maxx C is the most. It's actually very toxic. It's very controversial.
No, it's not. No, Electromite is controversial. You want to start a real argument? Electromite should come back to 3. The card was never a problem. Okay,
another
exploded.
Another reason why that he wants all these cards to come back. He even says he wants Pot of Greed to come back. Keep that in mind. He wants.
No, to 1. There was a point where there was a rumor Pot of Greed was coming back as an errata. That was a while ago.
Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point? Because you actually have all these other Pot of Greed cards. They're basically like the original, but they actually have like costs.
And let the original one come back.
No.
Granted, we can have that errata. The errata where you draw 2 cards, but you can't use those cards for the turn. So you could literally get your best cards and just...
No. Shut up.
This is why I wanted to do this. So...
we actually wanted to save the Pot of Greed thing for like another time. But
yeah, we'll get into that rant later. Because Pot of Greed deserves to come back. I don't care what anyone says. It's been a decade. Actually, no. When did Pot of Greed get banned?
Long time ago.
Yeah, because when I first looked at that ban list, the first 2 things I saw were Pot of Greed were banned and Heavy Storm Duster. Or no, not Heavy. Harpy's Feather Duster. I saw those 2 banned, and I was like, but they use that in the anime every day. Anyway.
Can I say another thing?
Sure, what's up? What's up, Maxx C hater?
Well, I'm going to talk to the dumbass right here. Alright, so... Alright. This is actually another thing that I actually like learned from the video. TCG is kind of like more like, you know, a little bit of the calmer one. Like it's actually like checks most of the things. Listen. While OCG is like, you know,
they're in a whole other dimension. Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing there.
Yeah, think about it. Maxx C is at 3. Yeah. We have it banned.
There's a reason why Maxx C is a problem there.
Hold on. Well, there's like.
There's a lot of reasons why Maxx C is a problem there.
Well, let me finish.
Yeah.
They have literally everything semi-limited, while here it's literally just Malicious and Double Iris. And then, for crying out loud, why do they still have BFD at 1? Like,
Stop, Maxx C.
Huh?
Stop, Maxx C.
Like, why? No. Like, it just locks you out from playing the game. Like, how? Like, seriously, how? OCG, like, my point is that OCG, when it comes to ban lists, like, makes almost no sense whatsoever.
No, it doesn't.
So,
shout out
to
Farfetch'd Simo for pointing this out to all of us.
So, my point is, like...
You know what's even funnier?
The OCG does like, weird things. They actually still have Maxx C at 3. Like, why?
Before the firewall return, last time I checked the OCG list was, Ash was at 2 still. So I think that's the reason why Maxx C is...
Wait, before Firewall came back, you said?
Before the firewall errata. That was the last time I checked it, and,
no. Ash has been at 3 for a while. It's been, like, off at 2 for a while. Like, I don't know when. Like,
why does everyone in the OCG play at a 2 then? Because I remember the Salamangreat guy that won Worlds, like, back in 2019. He ran, like, 2 Ash Blossom.
But it's no longer semi-limited there anymore. It's been unlimited for a while.
That's good. But no, there's a lot of reasons why Maxx C is a problem in the OCG.
Yes.
It's called Eldritch.
It just draws so many times, or either that, or your opponent's just like, you know what, I don't want to deal with it, and just let the opponent OTK you.
Yes, and that's fine.
No.
You want to know why it's fine? Because and this is for everybody. Every budget player in the game. Maxx C comes back. Call by the Grave can come back to 3.
Well, Call by can actually go back to 3 anyways. Like even regardless without.
That's true. Konami controls the weather at this point.
Yeah. Like, no, Maxx C's been like all over the place. It's been like limited, semi-limited, unlimited, and then like back to all the limited things again.
Yeah, Call by.
I think it'd be funny if they just banned it just because hey, it's actually been everywhere. But no, I don't.
I would be really sad. Yeah,
I don't want Call by to get banned.
Want to spend $900 on Yu-Gi-Oh. I like Yu-Gi-Oh, but not that much. Yeah.
I mean that's true.
Yeah, Tactical Talents, $300 a card. Last time I checked that market. Then again,
oh no, I'm thinking about Forbidden Droplets.
Forbidden
Well,
Droplets
for like a play set, yeah, it's like over $300.
Yeah, that's just.
You actually want to know
too much on your hands.
No, you actually Forbidden Droplet is basically like shares effects of like basically 3 banned cards.
Tactic Talents.
Triple Tactic Talents.
Yeah, you said Forbidden Droplets.
Oh, did I say Forbidden Droplets?
Yes. I was like, wait, Droplets
no.
negates something.
No, I was actually thinking about Triple Tactics.
Yeah, Tactics uses 3 of the most banned cards in the game. Forceful Sentry, which I didn't know was a real card for a very long time because I was given a fake one.
Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed. What's the third one? No one uses the third effect.
I have to look it up.
Yeah, we'd have to look up the card. Just 2 seconds.
But no, like,
go on with your point while I pull up what the hell. AAA.
Huh?
You AAA.
Connect to AAA batteries.
Alright. AAA. Jesus fucking Christ, it went up in price. Okay. If your opponent activates a monster effect during your main phase this turn, activate one of these effects. Draw 2 cards. It takes the Change of Heart effect.
Oh yeah, that was the other one.
Yeah, no one uses that one. Because at that point, you already have 80,000 negates. It's too late at this point. That'd be such a big move.
But no, but like anyways.
Yeah, anyway.
That's why I think Maxx C should stay banned. Like it's so like the fact that you just draw cards like infinite, like either you draw infinitely amount or your opponent just like ends their turn and your opponent and then like the person can just OTK you.
That's just because you got mad at that bot. Yeah, he played. Yeah, you go pro devs. Fix your bot because he was testing code talkers, I think, and the bot played Maxx C.
Well, it actually makes me realize what Maxx C like is capable of, and it's just so annoying.
Not annoying to me. But what's the problem with giving? What is the problem with giving decks that have no chance in hell in making it?
Give them support. Don't give them Maxx C.
And what is the best support in the world right now, Maxx C? You give them Maxx C and let them go the mile.
Yeah. I'm still saying it. There's actually 2 endings, but either way, it's gonna have the same ending.
And let Black Wings have their win.
No, like say you actually try making like a board that would be unstoppable, but then like all those special summonings.
You saw what my secret deck can do if at full power. Maxx C would stop that. Wouldn't you want Maxx C around to stop that?
Okay, but what if your opponent draws? Well, here's the thing. You try to make an unbreakable board.
Yes.
But with all the cards that your opponent draws from Maxx C, say if they actually have like a Nibiru for something, they can literally just stop you.
That's fine.
It just like
and then
the amount of draws.
And then that stops the draw.
Like it's
You're
like
so
like there's
bad.
no like there's two ways. You're gonna get the same ending. You're fucked. You either like keep the person drawing and have them a lot of consistency, or you don't play and let your opponent OTK you.
And what is wrong with that? The game is already in that state as it is. We just would not only make it more of the problem, but now everyone else who plays casual games get to see the hell of the meta.
The thing is, a lot of people don't want it to come back.
I would disagree. I've seen so many people argue for that card to come back.
Well,
Granted to one.
Huh?
Granted to one, and one is a nice compromise. To one, I can see one coming back.
No, I still don't want the card back.
I'd be very interested to see a lot of cards come back because imagine the asshole moves you can pull if Snatch Seal comes back. Snatch Steal would piss so many people off. Snatch Steal the person's access code talker, make another access code talker off that.
No. We don't need like any of those. We don't need any of those things. We can just ban the card. We just leave the card ban itself.
Why not?
And we don't have to deal with all this stuff.
Why not? Let the madness run.
We already have They already brought back something that could be madness, and that madness name is Engage.
I'm glad we agreed that the moment Engage come back, we were like,
And they still have 3 Kagaris.
for whatever. I think Konami forgot to hit Kagari. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, probably, but
It's Konami. They literally. Do you guys remember the ban list where they literally thought they could fix the problem by banning a card that isn't a problem? You weren't there for this. So in Master Rule 3, this was back when Monarchs were the best cards in the game. They banned the wrong card, and I don't even mean like they banned the wrong card for the deck. I mean they didn't even aim for the deck.
Mhm.
They aimed for a deck that affected Boojins,
Mhm.
a deck that had been dead for about a year at that point.
Mhm.
So I don't think Konami knows what they're doing with their own game sometimes, and that was the prime example because I looked at that, I was like, okay, that was literally the only ban. Everything else was like a limit, and it was like the wrong cards. So my point is, Konami already doesn't give a fuck about their own game at this point. And I'm not wrong about that. Konami does not care. They've made it very clear a million times they do not care because they literally made LP4 of at one point. And just calling it Quick Launch and putting Rocket in the name doesn't change shit.
You guys are barely in frame. Just two.
Yeah, because I fell over because that was the funniest thing.
And it's only getting right now his chin and nose. No, he's like, you're getting him more. But
Okay.
next one, let you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So my point is, the game's already madness, and
So why would you actually put more madness?
in games like Magic the Gathering, in Vanguard, in Wise Schwartz, I don't even know if there's a deck that can do that, but we already have so many cards that let you draw infinitely. There, for all of you non-Vanguard players out there, because we realized something in the Discord that there is no Vanguard, there aren't really any Vanguard players. There's a deck called the Keter Sanctuary. So imagine Pendulum Summoning. And Pendulum Summoning, you can get up to 8,000 attack points and draw, like, your entire deck. So Vanguard has Keter Sanctuary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not promote more Yu-Gi-Oh! And give Maxx C? Konami, I'm speaking your language.
Yeah, but they don't have to keep on milking it like that anymore. Like even if
Yeah, they do.
they can literally be printed to oblivion, and I don't think it'll actually like make them like the mullahs and stuff.
Yes, they would. Are you kidding me?
Like you can just reprint it. You can like reprint it in like a bunch of like structure decks, like how they did with Effect Veil and stuff.
And Ash.
They only did it to Ash once in the structure deck.
And they put it in like a bunch of packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Konami, what is your deal with not reprinting cards that are needed for formats? Anyway.
So at the time, Maxx C, I think Maxx C is like going to grow into like even more a problem. That's why I think it should stay banned. Like the more like the game progresses, like the more the game progresses, the game just relies on special summoning nowadays.
And what would stop that? Maxx fucking C.
But there's it's literally you're fucked up either way. So no drawing and fin. Look, it's an automatic win with Maxx C. It's literally a win rate,
And that is fine. If we have a format where Shadal Invoked, from what I'm noticing, is tier 1, we really need something like Maxx C.
no, you have other hand traps. Let them do their thing.
And how many times has that actually worked? As someone who is a Shadal Invoked player, who will defend to the earth why it does not matter if Alistair is normal summon past a good turn or not, and just wants to play the deck because it's because Shadals are so tied to my childhood, and Alistair looks like me. How much does that actually do? Those hand traps actually stop them?
Well, they can stop like a lot of decks. Like they can actually. It depends on how you build the deck.
So, okay. So right now, the build I am seeing,